I'm going to give a quick overview of the bioelectronic medicine industry, and in my talk I'm going to share some data from our newly or soon to be published market research report, the Market for Bioelectronic Medicine. Before I do though, we need to have an idea, what are we talking about when we talk about bioelectronic medicine? As it turns out, there's many different definitions out there. I've got four up here on my slide. One that you've probably seen, or many have seen, or anyone who's read the journal Bioelectronic Medicine. Nerve stimulating or nerve blocking devices either implanted on a nerve or held against the skin that have the potential to modulate specific nerve activity, elicit a specific change in organ function, and restore health without the complicated side effects of pharmaceutical agents. Now that's a mouthful, but really one of the guiding principles of this new industry. NIH, through their SPARK program, has a simpler definition, which I like: modulation of nerve signals to control organ function. Pretty simple. DARPA's electrics program has a slightly different definition. They've included pain as an application, as well as inflammation, stress, anxiety. Setpoint Medical also, I like their definition. However, in their definition, only implanted devices qualify. So as you can see, there's a range of definitions. Do we include implanted devices? Do we include surface stimulation? What about percutaneous devices? What about pain devices? So how have we dealt with this? Because our job as a neutral player in the industry and as bean counters to the industry is to not count things twice, and that's important. So as you can see in this chart, in this graphic, we have concentric circles. The core of what we consider to be bioelectronic medicine is the NIH and the Feinstein definition: stimulation that affects an end organ. We don't care if it's implanted, we don't care if it's a surface stimulation device. Are you affecting an end organ? If so, then we consider it to be the core of applications of bioelectronic medicine. And in our market research report, we'll spend most of our time talking about those core applications. However, other definitions and other people have a broader scope as to what is bioelectronic medicine, and pain, including DARPA in their definition, pain definitely fits in. So if you want to look at the size of the market, as of today, we see the core applications being about a $1.1 billion market. If you add in pain stim, which is primarily back pain, spinal cord stimulation systems, but also headache pain and some other applications, that adds about $3.2 billion. Now what about neuroprosthetics? Well, that adds another $2 billion. And what about all other applications of neuromodulation? Well, movement disorders, epilepsy, that's another $2 billion. So what are we looking at? A $7 to $8 billion market as of today. Our projections going to 2023, 5 years from now, we're seeing steady growth. But for those core applications, really the only one that's going to exceed $1 billion is for bowel and bladder stimulation, sacral nerve stimulation, tibial nerve stimulation, etc. However, if you look at the growth rates, obesity as an application, ENT applications, inflammation, and cardiac and GI, they're all those are all indications that we think will exceed 200 million and approach 400 million within 5 years. And it's some pretty astounding growth rates. So just a quick overview on some of the key topics in our upcoming sessions. We're going to talk after our keynote speech. Actually, Sue will be talking a little bit about the investment climate herself, but after Sue's talk, we're going to have a panel devoted to the investment climate, and I think some interesting things will emerge, talking about both private investment, strategic investments, and also government funding agencies. There's some new funding mechanisms that have been used to help get bioelectronic medicine firms off the ground. We'll talk about that. Some new pricing and economic models. I think we're going to have a discussion of some of the novel ways of reimbursing and paying for bioelectronic medicine devices. We'll talk a little bit about new distribution paradigms, DTC and consumer and wearable applications. We'll talk about reimbursement, and we'll also have a session this afternoon on translational entrepreneurship. So we'll have a discussion of some interesting work coming out of some research institutions, some nonprofit institutions, and that will be an interesting session. Just a quick word about Neurotech Reports. We've been publishing almost 20 years. It's our 19th year of publication covering the neuromodulation and neurotechnology industries. We publish a monthly newsletter. We also have a database of neuromodulation products that's available to all subscribers. We publish market research reports and white papers. Obviously, we do conferences, and we have a new custom publishing operation, as well as some paperbacks and ebooks. We're a small group. This is our staff. I want to thank Jennifer French, my partner, who's helped me put this event together, and also Jeremy Koff, who we'll be hearing from this afternoon. Jojo Platt is with us. Thank you, Jojo, for all your help. And our newest member, Margot Porta, is there she is. She'll be chairing the next session on investment. So this is our team. I want to thank them. They'll be around all day to chat. So with that, I'd like to say thank you very much.